shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys out the max up. Lectures from the devil got you.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Nice move.
Now Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Reese. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On play action, Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Reese. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Reese. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Blue. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Blue there. Blue there. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You're a night-night.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Gunners marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here. And all the way down to the 35.
Let's go, baby.
48 yards on the ground for him so far. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the 34-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side with Gibson. Nifty move. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib. Taken around the 28.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Wait. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Drill green. Let's put that team on the
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll run. It's Gibson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff running left is Gibson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready. 54, right there. 54 Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this. 54 Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fulton, and that will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Lance's throw there into the hands of Ross. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
Complete to John Ross.
Again, it's Lance. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Coming for you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reese. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
D-line, get that quarterback. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. I'm coming.
Here's Lance to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Gunners have regained the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3.
A give to Gibson running right. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 128 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Gibson, he stiff arms it, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Gibson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's Fulton to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Colts 17, Gunners 14. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground? He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the look.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
168 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Gunners 14. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
58.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Keep it up, guys.
Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch.
Throwing now is Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fulton sets to pass it. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
On 2nd and 10, Fulton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, Lance. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
All day, dog.
6, mega.
Mike 3. Combo. Coming.
0-0, Mike 3. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Hey, 3.
Mike 3.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Check 25.
Black Ultra.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Fulton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range now at the 27-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mike 3. Watch the run, watch the run.
Trail green.
And Lance now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Lance again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Fulton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Fulton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's scared. Check. Cross.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Check Mike 57.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st and 10, Fulton. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme.
Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
38. Gunners, 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
We got this.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Oh, you got deep?
Following the fumble recovery, Fulton. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Colts 45, Gunners 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
57, Mike, 57. Hey. 57.
Shotgun now for Lance. And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Hey, let's get this. Under 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Fulton. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Colts 52, Gunners 14. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
We got right coming, right coming.
Black shot. Check right, check right.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
On play action, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Stop your whining.
Check.
Slice, 97.
Working from the gun, Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Reese. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Reese. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
57's the Mike. Watch
At the
57.
46-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Red, cycle.
Here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
14.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Pause red.
57's the Mike.
In your face.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Here we go, here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, D.
To throw, it's Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Reese. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike, watch 57. Gotta do better.
From the 38, Lance finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
That's another.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
57's the Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. You're trash. You're trash. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Black ultra.
Long day. That's going to be a
Play action. Now it's Lance. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 57. Mike 57. I got it. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
57's the Mike.
White, white.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get it.
To try again after the sack. Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Taken in at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Mike 57.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Exit.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Reese. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
SOS.
Set. Go.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
I don't even know why.
Field. Black.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
On first and 10, here's Lance. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. Michael Pittman from 19 yards away. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
66. Gunners 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
57. Mike 57.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And Lance will try again on second down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
22 needle.
57's Mike. It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time. 57's Mike.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reese. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike 57.
On 1st down, Lance. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
57's the Mike.
At their
57's the Mike.
49-yard line.
Let's go.
Again, it's Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's Reese. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Lance now on first down.
Give me that ball, defense.
And this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Black shot.
57. Mike 57.
All day, baby, all day.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Danny.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Lance looks to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
57's the Mike.
Hey, red.
57's the Mike.
Hey, tight.
Claws red.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Stay with your man.
From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I know he ain't got it.
Smash red.
Mike 57.
I got one.
Check white.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Lance and company going on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. It's Reese. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
6. Mega.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Slide for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Right there.
Here's Fulton to throw.
Let's get
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Lance now on first down. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Lance to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Reese. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing safe.
The Lance going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fulton sets to pass it. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught inside the 5. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football